Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Good morning to you. So this hour we are going to go to United States of Biafra government mission that is in Norway, and I'm going to go through the post made by Christopher Okenwa, and it has to do with what you're going through, as you all know. And Norwegians and Finnish government are trying to play with Africans. They're trying to play with the blacks. They're trying to. When I say Africans, I'm talking about Biafrans and Amazonians, because PM is in Finland and Chuayaba is in Norway. So these two countries happen to be the countries that are playing alongside with what Nigerian government wants and what, of course, British want, against the human rights, against Biafrans, against the right of the people, against the wish of people. So they chose to do one or two things based on what economic gain that are going to come from that. So I'm here this morning to go through a post, a very long one that United States of Biafra government, mission in Norway, what they said about this. I'm going to present it to you because we all know what it means to be in this kind of situation. Biafrans have tried all they can to explain the activities of Biafran government, and I mean the brigade, under PM, and what has happened. So United States of Biafra mission in Norway, like I told you, they decided to drop a very long note, and the person that behind the write-up, I think, is Christopher Okenwa, as you can see on the screen. So without wasting much of time, we are going to go through it. And please, I expect you to make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. In case if you're new, get involved on what we're doing here. And how to get involved is you subscribing and turning your bell notification on, that whenever we come live or upload a video, you will be one of those that are going to receive it, first. And if there's anything you want to add, maybe you want to suggest to us, we are free to welcome your suggestion, as long as it's something that is worth doing, in line with what we are doing, which is to bring to you the truth and nothing but the truth. We are not here to to commit any crime or to promote any violence. What we do is to share the burden of our people and to explain to ourselves, to let Biafrans and anybody that care to know what Biafrans are going through and what we actually representing. Biafrans are not violent people. We are not criminals. We are not terrorists. We don't support killing of anybody. Rather, we are looking for a way to survive, to live and let live, to be like other Western countries that are protected or that care for their own people. Because it is very clear to us that a group of people are working hard to make sure that they exterminate our existence, and that is what we are here to make sure that the whole world, are aware of this. So there's difference between you don't know, and I know, but I don't want to do anything. So we are gonna start by doing something for ourselves before any help that is gonna come from anywhere, maybe miraculously. Anyone that want to offer or give a kind of protection before they comes, we have to be doing something on our own. And that is exactly what Biafran government, United States of Biafra, are doing this hour, making sure that the government of the world are aware of what Biafrans are going through and journey so far. So governments come and go, but organic nations endure. That's the headline of this write-up, and we are going to go through it like I told you. Please don't forget to share it and like, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video, very, very important, so that others will get notification of this video. It's not going to cost you anything. Rather, is a way to promote, this platform, and of course, to share the video for other people to know what, Biafrans are doing and the intention and the agenda of Biafrans at large. The nation and people of Norway are admirable, and I have no comment. I have no comment regarding the current Norwegian government, unless given a reason to do so. The same respect extends to the nation and people of Finland. However, the current Finnish government's posture, particularly in its support for a regime widely known for grave human rights violations, raises serious concern. It is deeply troubling. It is deeply troubling when government in the free world align themselves in ways that risk criminalizing individuals and movements that are said they are resisting genocide and systematic extermination. Such actions, in my view, undermine the moral authority that democratic nations are expected to uphold. If statements of the statute of Matt Hatches were leading Finland today, I firmly believe the situation would be approached with greater neutrality, fairness, and commitment to dialogue. To dialogue. Under such leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa would not be detained under circumstances that many view as political influenced. Okay. Instead, there would likely be meaningful engagement towards resolving the long-standing conflict surrounding Nigerian illegal military occupation of our homeland, Biafra. As a volunteer serving the people of Biafra, we remain committed to ensuring that the innocent lives lost do not fade into silence. Our work is driven by the conviction that justice must prevail and that all Biafran prisoners, whether detained in Nigeria, Finland, or elsewhere, deserve due process, fairness, and freedom where unlawfully held. Freedom were unlawfully held. Let me take it again. Our work is driven by the conviction that justice must prevail and that all Biafran prisoners, whether detained in Nigeria, Finland, or elsewhere, deserve due process, fairness, and freedom where unlawfully held. In conclusion, I must reiterate a fundamental principle. No state has the moral authority to deny the identity of a people. A nation of a fewer than 8 million people cannot simply dismiss the identity and nationality claimed by over 80 million Biafrans. Why the recognition of the United States of Biafra, successor to the Republic of Biafra, remains a sovereign decision for each state. No authority should invalidate an individual's inheritance national identity, especially when that identity is granted in documented history, legal and reasoning, and verifiable evidence. Remain a sovereign nation. For each state, no authority should invalidate an individual's inherent national identity, especially when that identity is granted in documented history, legal reasoning, and verifiable evidence. It is worth recalling that nations, including Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, Tanzania, Zambia, and Haiti, exercise their sovereignty prerogative to recognize Biafra as an independent state without awaiting the consent of others. Okay, because that is what I felt that is going on, but I felt like many countries that wanted to recognize Biafra are waiting for the consent of their allies and all that. But I'm with them. I am not a Nigerian. I am a Biafran. I express this. I echo the voice of millions who seek recognition to their identity and nationality and reject the imposition of colonial construct upon their people. Let me take it. I echo the voices of millions who seek recognition of their identity and nationality and reject the imposition of colonial construct upon their people. I am a man of proud ancestry. I'm a man of proud ancestry. Some of my ancestors chose death over enslavement rather than be shipping overseas to in chains. Their courage flows in my veins and in the veins of millions of Biafrans across the world. Law does not arise from injustice. In the case of Biafra, no state can lawfully acquire sovereignty over a people through genocide, military force, or coercion. Rights cannot be extinguished by violence, nor can legitimacy be established through oppression. Article 15 of Universal Declaration of Human Rights: everyone has the right to a nationality. Everyone has the right. Everyone has the right to a nationality. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his nationality, or deny the right to change his nationality. Christopher Okenwa, United States of Biafra Mission in Norway. So when you go through all those things, maybe if you follow it closely, you can understand that this is kind of, I don't want to say lamenting, but a kind of, creating awareness by putting out what you are going through, the way, like, as raw as it sounds. You can feel the, the stress, when the weight of or burden of Biafrans, you are carrying it. This is how you sound. Like, there's a lot to discover from this write-up. The pain and the agony that Biafrans what Biafrans are going through is being dictated in this write-up. I understand that it is tiring, that you are working hard to get recognition, and somebody is somewhere trying to subdue and suppress your effort. But as long as Biafran cause is concerned, people are not going to get tired. Instead, they're going to create, this is going to energize them more to make sure that everything work in favor of Biafran. Because during the time of Ojukwu, 1967 to 1970, when after declaring Biafra, countries recognized Biafra, like Ivory Coast, Gabon, like those countries that recognize Biafra. They did it without looking back. But in this recent age, people are putting their interests and their own, that of their allies. It wasn't like that. Even if it's not like that, as long as it has to do with us, people will change people would like to twist words, because one of the things that they don't like is to see us free. But how can we get it done? We can get it done by putting hands together and do all you can do to get it done, without minding some people that vow to create this kind of enmity, create this kind of a story that is not helping matter. People like those who claim that their fellow Biafrans are terrorists, those who want to change the identity of their fellow Biafrans simply because of the wanting another, or wanting and another they have against them, maybe their differences, or what they agreed on and what they don't agree on. Some may say, let them buy with their brother because their brother don't want what they want, or their brother is not supporting who they see as a leader. But you can see, everybody can push from a different angle. You can push from your own angle, others can push from their own angle. At the end of the day, we meet in one point. We meet at one point, and that point will be, show me what you have achieved. This is what I have achieved, and let's unite it together and get our freedom. Then when we get home, we can now decide on how to pilot the affairs in terms of, electing our people, who's going to lead and who's going to take charge. Of course, bribery and corruption will come, But with the experience and the pains of the people so far, nobody's gonna let it slip, slip off of our finger. People are going to take it serious to make sure that nobody will bribe anybody to be in power. If you do, you are going to be exposed, and if you expose, there must be consequences. So one of the advantage of this suffering and what the Biafrans are going through is going to mold the minds and the characters of Biafrans to understand that freedom is not something that we just receive on a platter of gold, so people can now defend it with everything in them. That's only one of the advantages of what they are going through. But we need to also apply this kind of character that are going to, allow everybody to showcase their good side of the good side of them. What do I mean by that? By allowing other people to do what they think that is good for their friends, while you are paying close attention to that. I always want you to understand that these people that are in Israel, that made it, that moved, pushed Biafran cause to Israel's parliament, they're the one they call the Avis, right? Avid. Now, they're not IP, they're not DOS. Or every group now are also IPOB members. That is indigenous people of Biafra. But those groups now that are seeing that are, the way the people are behaving now, some are doing good. Like this, people that made it possible for Israeli parliament to talk about Biafra, nobody's criticizing them. They are doing a very, very good work. But we cannot just pretend that that is the only thing you have to do. Others also doing a very good work. USB are on it, doing a very, very, very good work. Okay, and all these things we help people to have their freedom and again, and be who they want to be. Now, speaking of Finland and Norway, the human rights in those countries now are just on, everything is on floor. I don't think anybody will take them serious, or nobody will be proud of them like people used to be. People hold Finnish government, Finland in a very high esteem, but now they have rubbished everything because of economic gain and because of hardship, because of greediness and the wickedness of the current leaders of those countries. If you are very wicked, people will push you, they will put you in power so that you can perpetrate this kind of crime for no just reason. So Finland are doing what they're doing just to support the so-called fake allies of Nigeria. Because why I say fake, because they are not allies before. PM actually bring them together. So their PM made them to have contact with Nigeria and all that. And now they're trying to use PM as a collateral to contract economic gain, which is not going to work because Biafrans are not sleeping over that. So please let me know what you think about what they say, what United States of Biafra mission in Norway, the writer from Okenwa, everything. Just let me know what do you think and what's your take about it. God bless you, and make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Good morning to you. Bye bye for now. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.